So with Craig Conroy being named the new GM of the Calgary Flames, a lot of huge decisions need to be made, and I was extremely happy to hear Craig Conroy mention the Johnny Gaudreau situation and how he basically slipped through their fingers because they thought he was coming back until the very last minute, and how he doesn't want to let that happen again. That's honestly super refreshing to hear and comforting because Elias Lindholm only has 1 year left on his deal, and he definitely does look like he's repeating a lot of the beats from the Johnny Gaudreau saga. And honestly, correct me if I'm wrong, Flame fans, but I haven't even heard him say that he wants to be here and that Calgary's where he wants to be. Like Johnny said, all I've heard from Elias is, you know what, I've got 1 year left on my contract, we'll take it from there. And I know that Conroy, in his introductory press conference, was vague about it. He was like, oh yeah, Elias was somewhere before and now maybe his mindset's changed. Like he was kind of alluding to a couple of things there. I don't know exactly what he means and where Elias' head is at, of course, only he knows that. And obviously you can see that Conroy and pretty much all of Flames Nation wants to re-sign Elias Lindholm and get him locked up as our number one center. And I get that because he is a number one center. And people are going to say, oh, he's overrated. He had a huge drop-off because he wasn't playing with Gaudreau and Tkachuk anymore. That's the only reason he looked good. And yeah, he did have a point drop-off, obviously, when you play with two of the best wingers in the league and then last year, you're not. But Elias Lindholm is still a top caliber centerman. Now, I'm not saying he's like a top 10 centerman in the league. I'm just saying he is a number one centerman. And I really hope that the Flames don't get fooled here and thinking, you know what, Elias, he just had a problem with Darryl Sutter. Now he's definitely going to want to sign. He's not going to sign now. He'll sign next year, but he'll sign, right? He'll come back to us. Because if they make that same mistake and bang, at the 11th hour, Elias Lindholm says, I'm not coming back. Goodbye. I'm going to Florida or I'm going to Anaheim or something. That is going to absolutely ruin the Calgary Flames to not get so much as a high five from another star player, letting him walk in free agency for nothing. That's why if I'm the Flames and Elias is telling me, oh yeah, I would like to come to Calgary right now, it seems like it, but I don't want to sign until I'm getting closer to free agency, I'm trading that dude. I'm booking his plane ticket. I'm going on westjet.com right now because I don't want to deal with that. Again, you are going to fleece me. There's a chance here, a huge chance that you could just walk for nothing. I want to trade this guy as soon as possible. If he's even unsure, if he's on the fence about it, I want to trade this guy because I don't want to risk going through that situation again. Especially the fact that you've got a 28-year-old here in his prime, 1 year left on his deal at $4.8 million for a guy who's a good number one center and a fantastic second line center. This is the type of guy who could push over the top in contention here. The value would be off the charts. Even with only 1 year left on his deal, you could get a ton for Elias Lindholm. And if they pass up and they get magic beans for him, I'm going to be upset because Iginla got them pretty much nothing. Johnny Gaudreau got them literally nothing. They had to attach a first-round pick to Sean Monahan to get rid of him. Even Mika Kiprusoff was like, bye, I'm retiring. I'm going to go ice fishing in Finland. You'll never hear from me again. The track record is too long for the Calgary Flames of getting next to nothing for star players. Yes, there's a couple of exceptions, like Matthew Tkachuk, but even that one, it's not looking the greatest right now. So they need to get something good for Elias Lindholm, even if he's on the fence. Yeah, I might come back to Calgary. You do not put up with that. Trade him if he says that. I'm done putting up with these guys who don't want to give everything they have to being Calgary Flames, and I'm just going to end up screwing the franchise in the end. But that's just my 2 cents on the matter. Of course, I want to know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. What do you think the Flames should do with Elias Lindholm, and how bad could this ruin them if they mess this up? I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.